Hey everybody. I wanted to jump on to do a recording today. Today is December the 15th. And if you are like me, if you haven't applied for a new insurance through the marketplace, today is the last day to change your coverage. And I waited, I ain't gonna lie, I waited till last night to go on healthcare.gov to check what my prices is gonna be. I ain't gonna lie, I avoided it because I already heard how much the rates had jumped up. So, just to give you an example, my 20-year-old son, we were paying through the marketplace. He had United Healthcare. His rate went from $70. I checked on healthcare.gov, and the cheapest rate that I could find with a $10,000 deductible was $280. Okay. So I checked. I said, well, let me call them and see if they could tell me anything different. Maybe if I change things around, try the silver, try the bronze plans, do a couple things to see if it would come out any cheaper. I called, nothing changed. So I called today, and after a 45-minute wait, I talked to a representative, and I asked them, I said, well, when is the coverage going to end? They were like, well, I guess it's going to end today, but I guess they said that if you push the auto renewal function, it's just going to go, it's going to stay as it is, and they're just going to send you your bill. But I haven't paid the bill yet for his health insurance. I got him and my 11-year-old. So, guess what they said? They told me that my new rate, if I don't do anything different, is going to go from $70 to $380 a month. My son, once again, is 19 years old. No pre-existing conditions. Doesn't take any medications. And he has not been to the doctor at all last year. So the government didn't help out in any way with any part of the money. They didn't have to pay anything for him. He went to the dentist maybe twice. So it's funny, but it's not funny. And I asked the representative that was on the line, I said, can you give me any type of tips or anything that I can do different to possibly get a cheaper rate? You know what she told me? She said, there's nothing I can think of other than to pray. Well, thank God I am a God-fearing woman. And I agreed with her. We're all in trouble, y'all. So, the crazy thing. So, went down a rabbit hole to start looking at alternative things that I can do. Majority of people said they're just going to drop their health insurance, and I pretty much agree. There's other things that we can do. I just can't see it. I can't see it. So I am going to, this is going to be an ongoing thing. If you want to see what I do, then stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to really look into different alternatives to health insurance, because there's got to be a different way. Going back to what I was saying, I was in a rabbit hole Googling online what I could do. I went through TikTok, which I usually tell my kids don't believe everything you read and see on TikTok, but it did have some educational things that would be helpful. YouTube, of course, and just doing some Googling. I looked into a couple of things that have popped up. I put my information in to see what kind of rates I can get off the marketplace. I knew better to put my main phone number because I knew I was going to get some calls. But I didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was. I let my daughter use my phone. And of course, she's in school and she keeps the run off. She doesn't use the phone in school. But when I went to go pick her up, she said, "Mom, something crazy is going on. The phone's ringing for hours, constantly, like it was vibrating." I said, "Really?" I already kind of knew what it probably was. So when she got in the car after picking up for school, I looked at the phone. 12 numbers, different numbers coming up on the phone within a couple hours. So I said, let me call one of the numbers back. Call the number back. You already know what it was. They were calling to, hey, you put your information online to see about getting a healthcare rate, right? I'm like, excuse me. I said, well, I'm going to amuse myself and go ahead and talk to this guy and see what he's going to tell me. So they were asking me questions. And as soon as, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go and check out some rates for you. Okay. As soon as I told them that my husband and I did not need health insurance, that we were veterans, didn't need it, and that I'm looking for my 3 kids, young adults insurance, I heard it in his voice. It's like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, boy, that sure did change. He was so sure that he could help me. And now, for some reason, when he finds out that the family plan, I don't need a family plan. I just need, rates for my 3 kids. He said, well, we might be able to give you, and your adult kids might be able to get individual. Okay. All right. So give it to me. Let's try it out. Guess what, y'all? He hung up the phone on me, right? I'm like, I didn't think it was by accident. I said, okay. So I went ahead and blocked the phone number. You ain't calling me again with that, right? So while I had the phone, I had another phone number come up. Now I'm in the Metro Detroit area, and this time the number came up, and it was a local phone number. I said, okay, let me go ahead and answer the phone. Same situation. They get to asking me questions and said, hey, how about we get you a rate of $367 for all 3 of your kids. I'm like, so what company is this? And he told me it's a mixed or something like that. I'm like, I've never heard of it. So I'm gonna sit back and listen to what he's saying. So he's telling me, yeah, you got to take it today by 12 o'clock, because after that the rate's gonna shoot up, and this is not going to be available tomorrow. So I said, well, I'm not going to make that kind of decision right now without my husband. This is a financial institution. Oh, well, even if you just decide today, if let's say you change your mind in 30 days, you can always get your money back. I'm like, look, sir, I'm not making a decision today. And I'm still waiting for, a letter from the state for, a situation. So I'm not making that kind of decision today. And I said, if I have to go without, they're going to have to go without insurance for a couple days. That's just what's going to happen. Yes, he hung up on me. So these companies are out cold. They're very, very aggressive today. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow on December the 16th when open enrollment is going to be closed. I'm wondering if they're going to open it up for a few more days, But I know I'm not the only one in this boat. I know that $300 and something for 3 kids. There's other people in that same situation that, you're getting close to close to $900 a month for 3 kids for insurance with a $5,000 and up deductible. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for a lot of people. They're not going to be able to do it. So maybe they'll leave it open for a while to change your plan. Maybe hopefully something will come through, but I'm not going to do it. So like I said, tune in to my channel, lock in. I'm going to take you on a journey of what I decide to do. And maybe, I can help you. And if you're going through the same thing, put in the comments what you decided to do. Did you wait until the 15th like I did? Because I hate putting that information. They asking all this household income, all these crazy questions, and to turn around to tell me that they're gonna charge me $387 for a healthy young male that doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, has no pre-existing conditions, and doesn't use medication. What did you guys hear? Well, like I said, I just want to stop by. I know we're all going through this tough time right now, and I'm praying for you guys. Hopefully we can come to some type of conclusion of what can be done here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I want to say peace and blessings to you and yours. Until next time, peace.